and there's laws that need to be changed as far as kids getting these over the counter.
It's a TikTok challenge circulating among young people that has tragically resulted in the death of a Metro teenager.
TikTok needs to go, Snapchat needs to go, all that stuff is nothing but evil.
I'm gonna file my teeth down with a nail file because they are not perfect.
This is maybe one of the most dangerous things I've ever seen anybody do in my life.
In recent years, TikTok has become one of the most popular social media apps. For the parents, it's just a fun dancing app with silly sounds to lip sync to, right?
Wrong.
Benadryl is an over-the-counter drug used to help relieve symptoms of hay fever or other allergies. It's also sometimes used to help someone fall asleep, as even taking one pill is likely to make the user feel sleepy. The normal dosage of Benadryl is 1 to 2 tablets every 4 to 6 hours. And so the Benadryl challenge is exactly what the name says. Except kids were challenging each other to take 12 to 14 pills at once.
The challenge was blamed for the hospitalization of at least 3 other teens in Texas earlier this year.
The large quantities may lead to serious heart problems, seizures, and can most definitely be fatal. And sadly, that's exactly what happened.
Last week, a 15-year-old girl died from an overdose of Benadryl, described by those who cared about her as an otherwise happy teen who was not one to experiment with drugs. But she fell victim to what's been called the Benadryl challenge.
A boy named Ryan, who recently turned 16, died of an apparent drug overdose.
That they got Benadryl and they call him Benny D, and they would crush him up and snort him.
This glorified challenge led to the passing of multiple teenagers. TikTok has since banned the search term, hashtags, and videos depicting any such drugs. The penny challenge involves kids partially inserting a phone charger into an outlet, then sliding a penny down the wall directly into exposed prongs. This obviously led to a dangerous situation, with many people losing power in their house, being injured by the sparks flying from the outlet, or in worst cases, fires and explosions.
Fire department officials from across the country issued warnings about the prank, saying it can cause a fire behind the wall that you might not notice until it's too late.
Some kids did the challenge in schools as a joke.
This was just recently replaced.
The principal at Westford Academy points to an electrical outlet in a classroom where on Friday a teacher heard a loud noise, then saw smoke.
In one case, 2 teenagers will even face attempted arson charges and malicious destruction of property charges for trying to get clout on TikTok.
He told the principal he's very sorry.
Just recently, in 2022, a new dangerous trend gained some traction, the Cha-Cha Challenge. While the name may seem harmless, it most definitely is not. The challenge involves reckless driving, as the point is to swerve a speeding car to the beats of Cha-Cha Slide by Mr. C the Slide Man. The aim is to do exactly as the author of the song directs. Slide to the right, meaning swerve the car as far right as you can. This could potentially lead to a very scary situation if there were to be another vehicle approaching. Thankfully, there are no known cases of any crashes or injuries due to this challenge. We've all heard of shaving your teeth to make room for veneers or crowns, right? Well, this challenge is a fun little DIY project for those looking to correct their smile by filing down their own teeth with a nail file.
16-year-old Aislinn Rendulik told me she tried DIY dentistry to fix her crooked teeth after seeing the technique on TikTok.
I didn't go to a dentist because I am in what was at the time the epicenter of COVID-19, and I did not feel like leaving my apartment.
Dentist Todd Bertman calls the practice horrifying and says it does irreparable damage to your enamel.
Not only is this unsanitary, it can lead to serious tooth damage.
If you file a tooth down down too far, you can expose the nerve of your tooth, which is painful and not easy to fix.
So far, nobody has gotten hurt, but I'm going to say it regardless. Do not do this. Unless you want to live in pain or spend unimaginable amounts of money fixing the damage you caused. The fire and fire mirror challenges are sadly just as you'd expect. The fire mirror challenge involves spraying hairspray onto a mirror, lighting it on fire, and then trying to put it out, most of the time with your own body. While the effect might look cool for a second, it is certainly not worth the potential danger, as some users soon came to find out.
13-year-old Destiny is now in the ICU.
Saying like, oh, she was filming TikTok, she was filming TikToks. There was a capped bottle of alcohol sitting on the counter, and the whole side of it was black and the whole side of it had busted open.
Destiny has been in the ICU since May 14th. She's had a tracheotomy, and doctors are now in the process of doing skin grafts on her arm and neck. Garrison says when your skin catches on fire, it burns within seconds.
You can be standing next to a lake if you want and light yourself on fire. By the time you hit the water, you're probably going to have burns on your body.
A similar trend called the fire challenge is far more dangerous, however, as it requires TikTok users to douse themselves in flammable liquids like nail polish remover, to then set it on fire and quickly try to put it out. If you're quick enough to snuff out the fire, you complete the challenge. Congrats. Unfortunately, some people weren't as lucky to do so.
Young people setting themselves on fire, and they're taking videos of what happens next. Wondering, has anybody been seriously hurt by this, Jodianne?
Well, Krista, one person has already died. That happened in New York State. We checked with our local hospitals, and so far, no one has been treated locally, but it is spreading. Some of the videos posted to social media are as recent as just a few hours ago.
The challenge is extremely hazardous and should clearly not be performed by anyone, ever. I will never understand why these dangerous acts are called challenges, as the reward for completing one is literally absolutely nothing. All it achieves is putting yourself and others in danger. I hope TikTok reworks its policies, as they have been quite slow to react to these trends so far. I leave you with a warning, however. Losing your life over clout isn't worth it. Thank you and good day.